Hey, what's up? I have people that will ask me, why I'm not so quick to want to go fight and argue with other black people who disagree, who don't like what I have to say or who think I'm a bad person or whatever it is. That stuff doesn't matter to me because I think that a lot of those battles are based on ego more than anything. It's sort of like who's going to be the lead Negro. And the biggest thing that I would say to anybody who's in the public eye, who's blessed with the opportunity to influence people through Facebook, YouTube, or whatever, is stop competing on personality and start competing with ideas. If you want to just call somebody a son of a bitch or a liar, or everybody wants to call everybody a fraud, like, oh, he's a scam, he's a fraud, whatever, keep that shit in your pocket and focus on ideas. If you don't have a better vision for the black community, then you're not really helping anybody. You're only helping your ego. So what I would say to black people overall is all of us, I think, as a community, when I look online, I see basically two types of people. I see people that are just trying to feed their families, trying to build something for the future, trying to find solutions. And then I see people that are into what can only be called nigga shit. So-and-so, so-and-so it used to be a pimp. So-and-so ain't nothing but a dirtbag. This person is a fraud. This person is a scam. Who gives a fuck? I mean, seriously, man, like really at the end of the day, the debates should be about ideas, not personalities. Like, what are you aiming for? What are we aiming for? What, to see who can be the most famous nigga on YouTube? Like, I don't care about that. That's silly to me. So I'm going to tell you like this. Look, all of this stuff that goes on social media, and I didn't mean to use the N-word. I just have to be honest and keep it real with you guys. A lot of it's very immature. And I think that what I would say to any YouTube influencer or video influencer anywhere is when you get into petty debates, when you get into crabs in a barrel situations where people are going back and forth and slinging mud at each other and trying to knock somebody down so they can get more views and they can grow their platform or whatever, or, just know, friendships come and go. People work together and then they don't work together or whatever it is. People disagree. And at the end of the day, the debate has to be about ideas. You can criticize the hell out of somebody's ideas, but when you start making it personal and you start getting to the point where you're like, I'm going to attack this person, I'm going to call this person a fat ass, slimy son of a bitch, or their person's a fraud, or this, that, and the other. That's fine if you want to feel that way. But the question is, you have to ask yourself is, where does the community benefit? And so what I would say to the people is, let's straighten up and try to mature these conversations. I think that in these conversations, if the discussion and the conclusion does not benefit the community, if a person says, I think Dr. Claude Anderson's full of shit, I think that Powernomics is stupid, that's fine. Okay, you can think Powernomics is stupid, but can you explain why Powernomics won't work? And then if you can explain why it won't work, can you explain a better solution? So if your solution is, well, Powernomics doesn't work, we need to go to the government. Okay, well, then that's fine. Then give evidence, provide evidence that the government is going to help black people. I don't believe that. I've never seen evidence that the government has done much for black people other than keep us enslaved in the same systems. And so that's what I would generally say is that, when I see 45-year-old black people on the internet with YouTube channels and really kind of feeling themselves and building up their egos and saying, look at me, look at my channel. My channel's big and it's, and I'm going to tell you why this other person is a piece of shit. Like, that's how I'm going to build up by taking the person that might be giving you hope, that might be giving you information, that might be giving you good ideas. And my goal is to destroy that person for you. And are you really doing anybody a favor, or are you destroying something, that may have added some value to the community? Maybe somebody is, screwed up. Maybe somebody did, go and, I don't know, have sex with a baby kitten, whatever the hell, or maybe somebody did steal a can of beans when they were 8 years old. Whatever, those things happen. But I think at the end of the day, I think that if, there might be something to be said about keeping the conversations about the ideas and not about the personalities. You see, what has really harmed the black community over the last 200, 300, 400 years is that we operate heavily on the politics of personality. We operate heavily on which Negro we like the most. We make it into a rap battle. You know, which person, you know, ethered the other person the most? Which person do we think is the coolest? Which person convinced us that this other person is a dog or whatever? And I think that that's why we're easily enslaved. We're easily enslaved because we're easily distracted. So what I'm here to say is to the intelligent black people in the room, everybody in included, some people they like that shit. To the intelligent black people in the room, my argument is, you know, let's stop getting into whether or not we think somebody's a good person, and let's get into whether or not we think that person has good ideas. That's my 2 cents on the issue. And that's why I don't really get into a lot of these cat fights, because I think it's really insane. It really kind of looks ridiculous. And I you know, I don't care if I don't like you or not, if I don't think you're a good person. If you got a good idea, then I want to know about that idea so that I can actually help us get out of this mess called white supremacy. So that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Make sure you subscribe. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and get a free e-copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar. You can go to drboycewatkins.net. That's drboycewatkins.net. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.